So, Johnny, tell us, how are you? How is everything for you at this point of your life?
Okay, it's very crazy. I always knew that the EP was dropping, but when it actually happens, it's a whole different uh, type of craziness.
I see, I see. Yeah, actually, though, this is so exciting. Your EP is never really over. Do you remember at what point of your life you knew you wanted to write this EP?
Yeah, well, it kind of happened. It happened very naturally. There was never really a thought in my head where it was like, okay, I'm gonna write this EP, and it's gonna be about my development and my character and the person I become. It was kind of that was kind of like after the fact, really. I kind of realized like, damn, this is uh, the last year and a half of my life. So much has happened. This EP is literally a timeline of me coming into myself and entering into adulthood. That's what this EP is about. So it was kind of like after the fact that I really like nailed down to that's what this is about. And Yeah, I'm really excited to finally share.
Wow. You also said that this EP is sort of your way of saying goodbye to your childhood and your innocence. Do you remember at what point of your life you knew that was happening to you? Do you remember that?
I think the first time I really realized was when grade 11 started, which was uh, about a year ago. And I was like, wow, like I've heard about grade 11 all my life because that's supposed to be in Canada, like the hardest year of school. And then grade 12 is like kind of easier. They let you off the hook a little bit, but grade 11 is like the year that you really have to try for. And I remember being like grade 4, and I'm like, grade 11, that's like a million years away. Like I don't even have to worry about that. Like I couldn't even imagine myself being in grade 11. But here I am in grade 12, about to turn 18, and I lived through it. And I feel like that was kind of the moment where I really had things put into perspective for me.
Let's start with Everybody Wants You. When I hear the song, I think it's about a girl. I think everybody thinks so. But what is it about to you, Johnny?
Um, I think it's the same for me. It's about the popular girls at your school, and or the people, whoever it is, that just run the town and the school. And I fell for one of them, and it didn't end well for me. So that's what the song is about. I also though heard an interesting take on it though earlier today in another interview, and the interviewer was like, "Is this song, about this girl currently, or maybe it's about a wake up call for a girl that was like this in the past?" And I was like, "Damn, that's crazy. I didn't even think of it like that." So that's cool as well. Honestly, the beauty of music is it's however you interpreted it and however it applies to you, and I think that's pretty nice.
Wow. You know what's amazing about this song though? Like maybe in a year or two, when you go back to the song, you're like, oh my gosh, like so much has happened. Like those girls probably
Yeah.
don't know you anymore. you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go on to the list of your EPs. I'm really over. Adelaide. Let's talk about that one.
Yeah. So Adelaide. Um, Let me think back here. Adelaide is about this girl, presumably named Adelaide. Basically, what I'm saying in the song is like, we're not together anymore. We're not a thing. We have nothing. However, I miss you, and I know you miss me, and I know your new man isn't it. He's just not doing it for you. But yeah, it's scathing. I know. And I was very angry when I wrote this song. I remember going to the studio and I was like, like I was just fuming. And the writer in there with me, Cal, he was like, dude, like what's wrong? Like what's on your mind? Because I was very upset. And I was like, dude, listen. And then I just started spitting and he was like, that's it. And then we kind of tracked it.
Oh wow. Oh my gosh. Does
Yeah.
she know it's about her? Or are you keeping it low key?
Oh, she probably knows. She definitely knows.
Wow. Right, honey. Wow. Okay, that's amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's keep going with bad news.
Bad News is another love song. Surprise, surprise. Basically, Bad News is an important one on the EP specifically because I'm in the song being very introspective, which I've done a lot of this year, and I'm really thinking about my relationship with this person. And I'm realizing that I'm the problem, really, which I think is an important step if you're ever if you've ever hurt somebody, is be like, damn, like, okay, that was my fault. I need to work on that. And you know, like I've done people dirty. Like it doesn't happen, but like it happens, and I feel bad about it, and I feel like this is definitely an important song for me.
Wow, that's amazing. It starts with you wanting someone, and then you're angry at someone, and then now you're telling somebody, yo, I'm sorry for hurting you. Now we gotta keep
Yeah.
going. Flaws. Let's talk about that one.
Yeah, so flaws. This is a very important one as well for kind of like the fabric of the EP and what it's all about. In this song, I'm kind of just saying like, listen, I'm not perfect. I know that I'm not perfect, and nobody else is either. And I start off the second verse saying, if I made a list of my flaws, oh wait, shoot. Yeah. Oh, if I made a list of my flaws, I bet it looked like everybody else's. And I think that's true. Like a lot of us, we are so stuck in our own world that I feel like it's hard to realize sometimes that everybody else is going through essentially the exact same thing. Everybody doesn't like the same things about themselves to a certain extent. And I feel like that's something important to realize, because as perfect as people's lives look on social media, they're not. Everybody has their own problems, and for me that was something important that I had to realize.
Wow, that's amazing. Because a lot of us would think that we're dealing with something alone, but it turns out that everybody is dealing with something. That's great.
Yeah, even if they don't like to talk about it, it's still happening.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, and of course, we've got Phobias, and we've heard the songs, but yeah, you can tell us about those as well.
Yeah, Phobias is another song, just speaking introspectively and talking about myself. I feel like I used to be so afraid of the world, and in Phobias I talk about all like these little euphemisms, but it's really just, it's a metaphor for the world is scary, you're scared, but once again everybody goes through the same thing. It's not okay to be closed off. You have to open up if you want a shot at fulfillment and being happy.
Oh my gosh, I love this so much. Okay, we'll go to See You.
Yeah, so See You is an interesting one because it kind of took on a double meaning. We released it like at the very beginning of the pandemic. In fact, I'm in the studio where we filmed the See You music video, also known as my bedroom.
Okay.
So yeah, See You was an interesting one for me because it was just about, well, originally, of course, is about a girl, and it was like, listen, whatever happened in the past, we need to talk it through. I just want to see you. But with everything that was happening in the world when we released it, it kind of just became, I need to see anybody. I need to see my friends. I need to see my family, the person that you love, of course. And I thought that was really cool. I didn't expect that to happen.
Wow, I love this. I love this track list. I love how every single song has a story that you've been through. It will make everyone feel the same way, or like, they could relate to it in certain
Thank
ways.
you. That's the goal.
That's amazing. I love that. And I like how you called it It's Never Really Over. What exactly is not over for Johnny Orlando here?
So that title, it was actually originally It's Never Really Over, is it? And the answer to that question is absolutely not. It's never over. And what I'm talking about there is my growth and development as a person. Because when I released Teenage Fever, which is my last EP, I felt like that was it for me. I was done developing, I was done growing, that was me forever, which I look back on. I look back on, I was 16 years old, I didn't know anything. I still don't know anything. But I realize that now. And that was a very important step for me to realize, like, it's never over. You are always becoming a different person slowly. And you just kind of have to accept it because it's inevitable.
That's scary, but amazing. I love that. It's very
scary.
This is a very amazing EP. If you were to meet somebody who has never heard of you or any of your songs before, which song from It's Never Really Over would you let them hear first, and why?
Ooh, good question. Probably Adelaide, just because it's my favorite right now. I love that song. I just blast it.
Okay, you're like, I'm angry,
Yeah.
but this is the song I want you to hear.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to like draw them in with Adelaide, and then they can listen to all my little sappy songs that really explain what's happening.
Wow. Okay. All right. That's cool. Last one from you, Johnny. What is the main thing you want your fans to take away from this album?
I want them to take away just once again, it's never over, and you just kind of have to accept that. We all go through the same things when we're growing up, and it is terrifying. I know because I'm going through it at the moment. The best thing that you can do for yourself is accept it and get something positive from it. Just grow and change into the person that you know you can be.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm already excited to know like the next project that you're going to be working on because it'll be
Thank you.
watching you grow and we will grow with you together. And I love that.
Thank you.
Johnny, thank you so much. Hopefully we'll get to meet in person when the pandemic is over because that would be amazing.
Of course.
Fans want to watch you perform live as well.
Of course. Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah. You take care, right?
Thank you, you too. Have a good one.
Bye.
Fly FM, today's hottest music.